friends, myself Khushbu Kapoor. Welcome to my channel Mission 100. Friend, today I am going to tell you about the nucleophilic substitution reaction, and later on I will let you know about the SN1 and SN2 mechanism from class 12 haloalkanes and haloarenes. But before the starting of this topic, I will let you know what is nucleophilic substitution reaction. So, nucleophilic substitution reaction is the reaction nucleophilic nucleophilic substitution reaction, the substitution reaction which are mainly initiated by the attack of a nucleophile. Fine. The substitution reaction the substitution reaction which are initiated by the attack of a nucleophile. What is nucleophile? Nucleophile are basically nucleus loving species. They are basically nucleus loving species. If they are nucleus loving, then basically those are negatively charged, like anything. There are so many. We can, but today what we are going to study is for the attack of a nucleophile, that is basically the hydroxide ion. And before the starting of SN1 and SN2, I will let you know about the wedge formula also. If you know about the wedge formula, then there are two solid lines, fine, which are in which the group are on the plane of the paper. Then one dotted line in which the particular atom will be back of the observer. And if a solid wedge line is there, then in that case the group will be on that particular atom will be towards the observer. Fine, towards the observer, back of the observer, and on the plane of the paper. And to start with the nucleophilic substitution reaction, I will let you know how it works. This is a nucleophile, and when it attacks with a CX bond, this is a halo group, it will have the partial positive and the partial negative charge. Then now what will do? Nucleophile will attack at this carbon, and when nucleophile will attack this carbon, then definitely this halo group will be removed in the form of a halide ion. So the reaction will be proceeded like this. Sorry, this is carbon plus halo group. Fine. So I hope this is okay. Nucleophilic substitution. What is nucleophilic substitution reaction? And after that, I'm going to tell you about the SN1 and SN2 mechanism. Let's start. You all are aware about the SN2 and SN1 about, if you have read in class 12th only, chapter 4, chemical kinetics, that SN2 and SN1 about the substitution, nucleophilic, bimolecular reactions and the unimolecular reactions. What does this mean? If the reaction is bimolecular, then it means that the two molecules are taking part in a chemical reaction at the same step. And if the reaction is unimolecular, then it means that the one molecule is actively participating in that completion of the reaction. So today we are going to have it for the SN1 and SN2. Before that, I am going to tell you about the SN2 mechanism. What about the SN2? SN2 means substitution nucleophilic bimolecular. Means the rate of reaction is depending upon the concentration of basically two species. Means SN1 to SN means the rate of reaction is basically depends upon the concentration of two species. One is that alkyl halide. Whatever we are using is CH3Cl and the nucleophile. Fine. The rate of reaction is basically depending upon the concentration of alkyl halide and the nucleophile. And this SN2 reaction goes best with primary halides, primary alkyl halides. Then normally it goes with a single step, means in one step. And it basically occurs with a inversion of configuration. What does inversion means? Opposite. Means that from the side where the nucleophile is attacking, from the opposite side the halo group will be removed. See how it works with it. I will let you know with the help of an example. This is a nucleophile. Fine. This is any halo group. This is any halo group. And then this is hydrogen. This is hydrogen, back of the observer. This is solid wedge. This is towards the observer. Fine. Now, in the one step, what is going to happen is this OH, this nucleophile will attack this carbon. If the nucleophile is attacking this carbon, in that case, this halo group will be removing. Now, I am going to tell you about the intermediate step. C. This is C. This is H. This is H. This is H. Then C. Now I am going to tell you. This is solid dotted line, halo group, and this is the nucleophile. Fine. This is the intermediate step. Now, see what is going to happen. When OH will attack from this side, this hydrogen, which is the back of the plane, will be moving opposite. Means totally palat jayega ye. Inversion, opposite ho jayega. The attack of OH ion will be from this side, but there will be the removal of halo group from the opposite side. See, what will be the final product? See, CH. OH is attacking from this side, OH. This solid wedge. And the configuration will be totally that side. Plus this halo group. Fine. This solid wedge H. This is basically SN2 and it goes best with primary. Why it does not go best with tertiary? See, I am going to tell you like this. See, suppose if it is CH3, if it is CH3, if it is CH3, if for the tertiary one, then it will be very difficult for the OH to attack from this side because these are the bulky groups. So, these bulky groups will cause the steric hindrance. They will not allow nucleophile to attack from this side. So, it will never goes best with tertiary. It goes best with the primary. Fine. So, SN2 mechanism means substitution, nucleophilic bimolecular. Bimolecular reaction means rate of reaction is depending upon the concentration of these two species. Then it goes best with primary alkyl halides. Then it is a single step and basically it occurs with the inversion of configuration. Fine. And about the leaving groups also, I am going to tell you RI. R can be the alkyl group. RI, then RBr, then RCl and RF. The bigger the size, the better is the leaving group. These questions are generally asked in your board exam also. Fine. Then which goes best with SN2? There will be two. They can write a primary alkyl halide and the tertiary alkyl halide, and they will ask you to choose between the two. That which goes best with SN1, which goes best with SN2. So just recall this thing. If it is SN2, it goes best with the primary, and if it is SN1, it goes best with. If it is tertiary, it goes best with SN1. Now the second one is SN1. Substitution nucleophilic unimolecular. What does this mean? In this means that the rate of reaction is depending upon the concentration of only one molecule, and this basically occurs with the retention of configuration. It goes best with this occurs with the retention. Then it goes best with tertiary alkyl halide, which leads to the formation of a carbocation first, tertiary alkyl halide. Then it occurs with the retention of configuration and two-step reaction. Retention means whatever the configuration was before the reaction will remains the same, and it goes best with tertiary. See how it is going to happen. If it is tertiary, then see H. This is any halo group. Now, it will be very difficult for a nucleophile to attack from this side. Why? Because it is now tertiary alkyl halide. This we can make it 1, this will make it 2, and this will make it 3. Only to recall it. Fine. Now, what will happen now? This step is basically slow step. This is basically slow step. For first, what will happen? This bromine will be removed from here in the form of bromide ion, leaving the carbocation. This if bromine will be known, you all know about this arrow also, no? The species it is going to give will have the positive charge, and that particular species will have the negative charge. See, now what is going to happen? CH3, there will be no change in the configuration. Reason being because there is no attack of nucleophile from backside. Fine. And now there will be the formation of a carbocation. And if plus, what is removed from here? Halide. Okay. And now, what will be the second step now? Second step will be very fast, because this, if the carbocation is already formed, then it will become very simple or easier for a nucleophile to attack. Now, see, the nucleophile is going to attack from this side. The configuration will not change, and the nucleophile, the configuration will not change, and this carbocation will be attacked by the nucleophile, and the reaction will be very fast. First step is normally slow, which is also called as redetermining step. You all know about the chemical kinetics. I will upload the videos regarding this also. Redetermining step. Now OH, that is nucleophile, will attack from the same side from where the halo group has been removed. See, now final reaction, final product is there. The configuration will remain the same. The configuration will remain the same. So, in this case, in case of SN1, the configuration will remain the same. Why? Because from the side where the bromide ion, that is the halo group, has been removed, from the same side, the nucleophile has been attacked. Means first is the formation of a carbocation, and later on there will be attack of a nucleophile. So basically it is a two-step reaction in which retention of configuration occurs. It goes best with tertiary alkyl halide, and two-step formation of a carbocation. Then anything else which is left there? I guess I had explained you everything. If I used to make it in a reactivity engine, then tertiary alkyl halide, it will go best, then move into that secondary, and then to primary. So, with a quick recap, SN2 goes best with primary alkyl halide, SN goes best with the tertiary alkyl halide. Then for SN2, it occurs with the inversion of configuration. SN1, it occurs with the retention of configuration. SN1 is basically one step, and SN2 is basically one step, and SN2 is basically, SN2 is basically one step, and SN1 is basically two-step reaction. Fine. I hope you all have understood properly. So, if you have any query, please do write me, and please like and subscribe my channel, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching.